Hi, this is Garrett with Gwitting Reviews, and it is time for a review of the new Eminem album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace. On his newest album, Eminem tries to cancel himself. What? This is Eminem's 12th studio album, and I think it's safe to say that he's had a very controversial career. Constant celebrity feuds, intensely violent lyrics, accusations of homophobia, addictions, legal issues. It feels like anytime Eminem releases something new, the controversy follows. Well, on his new album, Eminem decides to tackle the controversy head on. The Death of Slim Shady is a concept album about the war between his two personas, Marshall Mathers the man and Slim Shady the character. Throughout the album, the two are battling over topics relating to cancel culture and having this overarching narrative of Slim Shady kidnapping Marshall and basically torturing him to be the harbinger of controversy and mayhem. It's honestly a neat concept, and I think the overall message that Eminem is trying to convey about acknowledging the past as a means for growth is a solid one. As far as the execution goes, it's pretty hit or miss. This album does get unbearably corny at points. I get that corniness is part of the course for this stage in Eminem's life, and sometimes that corniness can be endearing. The epic, almost stage play execution of Guilty Conscience 2 comes to mind. Other times you get really goofy puns and dad jokes in the midst that elicit an eye roll rather than a laugh. And while I do get the concept and what Eminem is going for, I think the biggest problem with this project is that it lacks nuance. A good chunk of these songs come across as Eminem starting an argument that no one was having with him and digging his own grave in the process. It's like he's trying too hard to get a reaction out of the listener, but instead of being shocked and offended, I'm just embarrassed. There are some good tracks in the mix, though. Renaissance is a short but sweet opener that sets up the tone and concept nicely. Fuel has an amazing guest verse from Jid, and the way Eminem calls out Diddy is great. Houdini is incredibly goofy, and the sample of Abracadabra by the Steve Miller Band is very obvious, but it is dumb fun, and the other single, Tobey, is pretty solid too. Really, the best moments are when Eminem gets vulnerable and dedicates his music to his kids. Temporary is a goodbye letter to his daughter Haley, and I can feel the emotion coming from his slightly stilted flow. The piano is beautiful, and that chorus hits me in the feels with each listen. And the closer, Somebody Save Me, a song where he apologizes to his family about his addictions, is a cathartic and nice closer. As a whole, I don't think The Death of Slim Shady is that bad. Sure, it's corny and the concept doesn't completely work, but it's a solid enough late-stage Eminem album that manages to be interesting throughout. I say if you're a huge Eminem fan, you'll get a lot out of this. If not, I don't think this album is for you. This project is definitely for the fans, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this was his last album. But hey, that's my opinion. Check it out for yourself. 6 out of 10, closer to a 5 than a 7, but still a 6.